Hey, would you like to go on a road trip right now? Well, I'd love for you to come along. I've got my bag packed, got the map. Let's go! Are you ready to join me on today's road trip? Let's go!
Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more.
Day 2. Starting from Coldwater, Michigan, driving southwest through Indiana, and ending up in Pontiac, Illinois. About 306 miles or 492 kilometers to drive today. Here's a map of North America, and we're here at the bottom of the Great Lakes in Lake Michigan. We're going to be driving from Coldwater over to Kendallville. We're going to be going over to Bremen to check out a depot there, and then down, and then we're going to be heading west. We're trying to keep away from the Chicago traffic, and we're going to end up in Pontiac, Illinois. If you drive about 1 hour south from Coldwater, Michigan, you'll end up in Kendallville, Indiana. And here we stopped outside of the Kraft-Heinz plant to see if there were any trains moving. Although there was nothing moving when we arrived, that's okay because it was definitely worth stopping here to see this great engine that, even though it's a little hard to read, it says Ludington and Northern Railway. And the Ludington and Northern Railway, although it's been defunct for more than 40 years, it operated between 1902 and 1982. The neat thing about this railway was that it was only 2.79 miles. So for decades, it was actually the shortest operating common carrier railroad in the state. I think that's pretty neat. And here it is, sitting outside the Kraft-Heinz plant. Just around the corner was the second engine, this black and yellow one, which is number 907, and it's marked Michigan Southern. And this is the second engine that works here at the Kraft-Heinz plant, which is actually called the Kendallville Terminal Railway. And they exist to move the cars back and forth here at this factory. I can tell you, even though we didn't get to see any trains running today, the air smells so sweet here. It smells just like vanilla and marshmallows. Well, that's because at this factory, that's what they make, marshmallows and caramels and other sweet treats. So wow, that smells so good. Well, we decided that we would sit trackside and watch the Norfolk Southern go by. And we decided also, with all that smell in the air of sweetness, we couldn't help it. We had to stop and get some donuts. We actually saw 6 Norfolk Southern go by in less than an hour. They were all eastbound. With the donuts all gone, it's time to hit the road again. So we drove west for about an hour, and we ended up in the town of Bremen. And Bremen has a historic train depot that we wanted to see. This building was in operation between 1929 and the mid-1980s. The building was not used anymore by the railroad, and it was going to be demolished, and a historic group in town decided to try to save it. The building was actually relocated to its present position, and now it looks beautiful. What a great job they did. Well, we're sitting here and we're looking at this building, and just turn your head over to the right, and hey, here comes a train. We drive another half hour and we end up in Argos, Indiana. And in Argos, we see a sign for the Elkhart and Western Railway. Okay, let's take a look around, see if we can find them. Oh, hey, guess we found them because these are sitting right here. Let's take a look. And just a short 15-minute drive later, we are in Rochester, Indiana, and outside of a junkyard, we see this interesting engine just sitting here. Not sure which railroad it belongs to, but anyway, it was good to see it. Another hour and a half drive, and we are now in Wolcott, Indiana. And it's a beautiful day. It's 80 degrees and sunny, and we know that the Toledo, Peoria, and Western Railroad is here. And oh, this is good timing. They're actually just doing a little bit of switching right now, so we'll stop here and watch them.
Welcome to Illinois.
One of the most interesting catches of the day happened right here in Ashkum, Illinois. And, well, to be honest, we were so distracted by this beautiful old tower. This was an Illinois Central Tower, and I'm not sure when it was built, but I believe it was discontinued in the early 1950s. And we were going to take pictures of the tower and didn't see that down the tracks there was actually a train headed our way. And this was a great combination of power, and yeah, we actually missed getting a photograph of it. The dash cam caught it, but oh, wasn't that disappointing. It was pretty disappointing to have missed the train going by with the two Illinois Central, the Canadian National, and the Grand Trunk engines on the lead. But hey, you know, you can't catch them all. It was just a thing that happened. You know, it's getting a little late anyway. How about we call it a day? Another 45 minutes driving west, and we'll end up in Pontiac, Illinois for the evening. If you're in town and you're hungry, we had a meal at Baby Bull's Family Restaurant in Pontiac, and it was quite good. It was a couple of burgers and fries for $18. And we stayed at the Best Western in Pontiac, which was $119 before tax, $133 after tax. We've actually stayed here before. It was always very good. This visit wasn't quite up to standard. There were a few things broken in the room, and in the morning, nobody was attending the breakfast area. So even though there were supposed to be scrambled eggs and sausages and other hot foods, it was all gone before 7 in the morning, which I'm sure would have been all right if someone had been taking care of it. Otherwise, it was a good stay. There's one more thing I'd love to tell you about Pontiac, Illinois, and if you have the time, you really should go check it out. So go downtown and go and check out the murals. They call it the Murals of Main Street. It's a self-guided walking tour, and you can just walk around and look at the side of the buildings and see all the different art styles that have been painted here. Also, on different corners in front of different businesses, you're going to see all these miniature cars. There's 15 of them, and they were decorated in a variety of styles by local artists. It's so much fun to go around and try to find them all and take pictures with them. It is a blast. I really enjoyed. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope that you want to watch for the next one. Like this and want to see more? Subscribe to this channel and you'll get to see all the latest videos. Don't forget to push like and share. Thank you so much.